How's it? This is Mundo and welcome to the Working Guitarist. Now last year on the Working Guitarist episode 18 we had an intro to chord melody, and then on 19 and 20 we learned a chord melody for Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. And it's always great to have some chord melodies ready to go in the Christmas season, and it's just another excuse to get deeper into our guitar, right, for me. So this year I'm going to show you how to play Jingle Bell Rock, which is great for us rock guitarists. Not many chords, not too jazzy, and I use a pick. So refer to those episodes to get acclimated into chord melody, and if you're ready to jump in, let's go. The intro. First of all, this intro I've played more than I've actually played the song, because we always add it as an intro to other songs during the Christmas season, whether it fits or not. So let's jump right in. If we have our D shape here, this song's in the key of C. We're going to move this D shape all the way up to the 12th fret, and that's a C. Now we're just going to take the second and first strings from this shape. So I'm going to move my first finger to the 12th fret first string and my second finger to the 13th fret second string. There you go. So it's just, and then I'm going to do a double stop on the 12th fret, both strings. Double stop's just playing two notes at once. So go back to that first shape from the C, and we're going to add a pinky to the 15th fret. We're going to jump to the 8th fret, 8th position, and do a double stop on the first and second strings again. Double stop on the 10th fret, but we're going to use our third finger and pinky. And we're going to do a half bend. And back up, and we're going to finish up at the 8th fret. You can slide up if you want, but I like the bend better. Then we're going to do a double stop on the 10th fret, third and second strings, and finish with our C chord. And if you notice, I'm just playing the 9th fret on the 3rd string and the 8th fret on the 2nd string, but it's nice to recognize that it's from that shape, so it's our C. Cool. Then there's always a pickup, wherever you want it. I do octaves. Right. And like I said, you can add this to the intro of any song. So what comes to mind right now is alright, so that's the intro. I suggest you learn it in all keys so you're ready to have it at your disposal, and let's move on to the song now. First and foremost, I'm going to show you my fingerings, but don't get hung up on it. Learn your own way, use your own fingerings. A few times I may say this is the best fingering, and at that point, do trust me, but do your thing. And also, to speed things up, we're going to add some chord diagrams. Use those, pause the video, and learn the fingerings that way, okay? So I'm going to try to go as faster and not take up as much video time. So taking a melody, we're taking our C, you know that. We're just going to take this part of the C, and we're going to add our pinky. Easy. Alright, and then the next part will be based on that same C, adding a B note on the 7th fret. But instead of this C, we're going to do C sharp diminished 7. And then we're going to move it up a minor third. So, okay, all diminished 7s are the same chord, moving them up a minor third. So it's always good to know. This C sharp diminished 7 is in E diminished 7. So, by the way, in between there, I add a little like horn hit, and that would be, I don't have a diagram for that because the software wouldn't let me do it, but that would be first finger on the 12th fret, 3rd string, second finger, 13th fret, 2nd string, pinky on the 15th fret, 1st string. So I go. Okay, see if you can get that in there. And then we're going to land on that D minor 7. We all know this, right? D minor 7. We're going to add our pinky to the 7th fret. That's it. And then we're going to go to a G7, but we're not going to play the G bass. We're going to take this shape basically, and see these three fingers. We're going to play that shape, but we're going to move our finger set. So we're going to go like that. Okay? From there, we're going to go to a D minor 7. But we're going to play it this way. By the way, if you don't know this chord, this is a great minor 7th to have. Most people don't play this. And we're going to walk from there. Once again, just using my pinky. And then I'm going to go to a G7 sharp 5, and I'm just going to play this cluster and add my pinky to the 5th fret. I'm going to do that move again. And now I'm going to use a flat 5 substitution, which is great for, like I said, a 2-5-1 chord move. I'm going to go, you know, that our Jimi Hendrix chord. We're going to go to a D flat 7 sharp 9. We're going to add the flat 5. So, and that's really cool. I'll tell you why in a second, but first let's just review. Okay, add some tension. We're going to go up to that D9 now. So, and we're just going to slide it a half step down and slide it back up. So, and there you go. That's the first part. Second part's exactly like that. So I'll play straight through until we have to stop where it changes a bit. The second part's exactly like that. So I'll play what we've learned so far until where it changes a little bit to get us into the bridge. So. We're going to stay there. We're going to add our pinky to the 7th fret and just take a simple G chord and slide it up to our C. That's it. If I backtrack. And when we get to that C, 1 and 2 and 3, we're going to add the C7. And then we're going to go, holding that C7th, we're going to go. And then we're going to go from our F shape here, we're going to do an F6. Okay? Now this is where I suggest you learn this fingering. It's kind of cool. You can do it that way if you want. And then we're going to learn a move. We're going to use that a few times, so. When we do that, keep your 3rd finger there to get you ready for this diminished chord. We're adding a D note to it. And then we're going to release that D note to the C note. Okay? So. Nice. And then we're going to walk down the guitar neck using the C, G, just like our D shape, C6. Easy. And then now we're going to do a slide to our C shape, but we're going to use our 3rd and 2nd finger. And then I slide down to my 3rd and pinky. So. D7. Just like the beginning of the song, kind of. We're going to move our pinky to the 8th fret, just a D chord. We're going to do the same move. And then to G7. Okay? And then from there you can do your own lick or just let it breathe. So let's review from the walk down. Just like the song. On the video I think I went, and then from here I did a G sweep. Alright? But you can put whatever you want in there. Alright. And then we go back to the beginning of the song. So we already know it. Right? Diminish, diminish. And then we're going to go to an A7 that we all know. Make sure you get that first note. Okay? Now, if you've got thinner fingers like I'd finger it this way. We're going to do an F chord. If you don't, just bar and then move to that move to that chord diagram. You can see it, but I'm going to show you the way I play it. So I lift my pinky and I play all the strings. Okay, then I do the F minor 7. All right, and then I made up this move. So kind of, I don't always play this D note, but think of it as a D minor 7, which I changed the chords. I think it's really a D7 on the original chord chart. So that's all we're doing. Pinky, lift the pinky, hit pinky down on the 7th fret, and then I'm ending with the pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret. And then I do a harmonic. So that's the Jingle Bell Rock. That's the timing. By the way, I didn't play this on the video because I just made it up, but it's kind of nice. Gives you kind of a G11 sound. And then do the lick. Or like I did it. Alright. Once for good measure, I'm going to play it slower. It's a little hard for me to play this slow. I like to play it fast and try to swing it. Which reminds me, play it any way you want. Do your fingerings, play it fast, play it slow, add your own licks. Just use what we learned today as a jumping point, as a springboard to your own version. That's what it's all about. So here's a slow version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and thank you for letting me be your host with Washburn's Working Guitarist series. This is Mundo wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Aloha.